Good afternoon, friends. It's time for another segment of Moments with Meema. There's Meema. Say hi, Meema.
Hi, Meema.
Look at in the camera and wave. Wave in the camera. They can see you. Okay. As you can no doubt see, we have taken our Moments with Meema segment outside today for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a beautiful day. Notice Meema's all wrapped up in a jacket because no matter what, Meema's always cold. So we decided to accommodate her. But you probably hear the sound of the fountain in the pond behind my home. You may hear cars going up and down the street. You may hear birds. And all of that is just God in His infinite wisdom and the sounds of nature. And we just love it, and we're taking advantage of it today. You like being outside, Meema?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do a couple of things. We are going to make a dessert. Meema just finished her dinner. What did you have for dinner?
I don't remember, but it was good.
Meema had a pot pie. It was a chicken and cheese and some kind of pot pie. Meema really, really likes pot pies. I do not like pot pies because to me, any kind of a pie is supposed to be sweet. It's not supposed to have meat and gravy in it.
You don't like pot pie?
I do not like pot pies, no. But since she ate all her dinner, she gets to have dessert. And we are going to finish the dessert preparation. I started some of it earlier. But we are going to do something called cake in a jar. I had never heard of the like. But cake in a jar. One of my Facebook friends, who's actually a friend of my daughter's that I have adopted as a friend and child of my own, Kayla Levitt, who is an awesome baker. So there's your plug, Kayla. In case anyone ever needs something, let me know and I'll get you in touch with Kayla and you will not be disappointed. But Kayla prepared a number of baked goods this weekend, and one of the things she mentioned was cake in a jar. And I thought, what a wonderful idea, a way to manage a dessert easier than usual. So in the interest of time, I went ahead and I baked the cake earlier today. Now, I went online just to see how this cake in a jar thing works. And what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to put it, I guess after you bake it, you're supposed to cut out a shape that's similar to the shape of the top of the jar so that the piece will go in. But I'm like, no, see, we're not big on form. We are a functional people. So I baked the cake, and what we're going to do is scoop it out, put it in these jars, and then we are going to put the icing in. So we're going to have a layer of cake and a layer of icing and a layer of cake and a layer of icing. So Meema, I need you to put your gloves on.
Okay.
These are yours, yes. Put those on. Okay, so we got our cake out here, and I've got it covered in cellophane. This is Meema's jar. It's just a ball jar. Put that there. And this is my jar. Okay, Meema, your job is going to be to fill the jars. So I have the cake here. I'm gonna uncover it. You take this spoon and you're just going to scoop out cake like this. Scoop out some cake and it goes in the jar. So take this. That cake goes in the jar. in that jar. Just drop it down in there. Good. Okay, scoop out another hunk of cake. Meema's a good cake scooper. She makes big hunks. That one goes in this jar. Drop it down in there. Okay, now take the spoon and kind of mush it down.
Can I put the cake down?
Yes. Mush it. Use your muscle mushers. Okay, that's good. Okay, mush this one down too. Got it? Hey. How did that happen? I don't know where my screen went black. Hopefully you were still able to see me. Okay, is it mushed down there? Okay, so that's the cake layer. Now, do you want cream cheese icing, which is white, or do you want chocolate icing, which is brown? You want chocolate? Okay, you will have chocolate. I will have cream cheese. This off. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, you want chocolate. So, you are going to take that same spoon and scoop out some chocolate icing.
How much?
As much as you want.
What are you gonna do with it?
It's going in there on your
Okay.
cake. You're going to take this knife, push it off the spoon. It's going to go plop. You want some more?
I don't know if I'm supposed to keep on or not.
Well, we're going to do layers. You can put some more icing on that if you want to, but we're going to do layers. Okay. So that goes down there. Now we're going to put that right there. I am going to have cream cheese icing because I want to be able to see the difference between the cake and the icing and the cake and the icing and the cake and the icing. So, there's mine. My spoon. My icing goes in easier than Meema's. So here's mine. And here's Meema's. But that's only one layer. We need much more cake than that. So we're going to do another layer of cake. So take this spoon, spoon out some cake. I'm holding onto the pan so it's not going anywhere. Spoon that out. Goes in the, yeah. It's alright if we make a mess, we're outdoors. Push that down with the spoon. Okay? Now do me another one over here.
Another one.
I need some more cake over here in my jar. Okay, in the jar. Mush the cake down. Okay, now take your spoon, you go in the chocolate, you're going to put chocolate icing in your jar, and I'm going to put cream cheese icing in my jar. Mm-hmm. And mush it down. Bet you all wish you were here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we need another layer. So we need some more cake in here. If you can't get it, use that other hand too. In the jar. Push, push, push. We are making such a mess. More icing, yes. But first, I need more cake in mine. So you need to get some cake out of here. No. Cake out of here. Okay, that cake goes in that jar. Push it down. Okay, take your spoon out because you're going to need it. All right. You're going to take your spoon and get yourself some chocolate icing. Put it in your jar. I'm getting some more cream cheese icing.
Put it in the chocolate jar.
Hmm?
Put it in the chocolate jar.
Put it in the chocolate jar and push it down. Okay. We're going to take this knife and slide it off. There's a little bit of cream cheese in there, but it's okay. Okay, so that is your cake. This is my cake. Cake in a jar. This is cream cheese icing because I wanted cream cheese on mine. So I'm going to push that down. Okay, so put that on there. I'm going to put this on here. We're going to eat this in a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we have something else we're going to do first. So let me put the tops back on everything. I think the red top goes over here. I'm going to put the white top over here. Like that. There are birds over here messing about. Okay, folks. So we're going to cover all of this back up. Because while we love nature, we don't want nature in our cake. Cover all this back up. Okay, we're going to switch gears. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Here's my cake in a jar. It's chocolate icing. Chocolate cake and cream cheese icing. Here's Meema's cake. She has chocolate cake and chocolate icing. So we're going to sit these back here out of the way. Now here's the other thing we're going to do. What are those things down there on the ground?
A flower?
Yes, they're flowers. I have flowers that I need to plant. And you're going to help me plant them.
It's a flower, what?
You are going to help me plant these flowers.
Smash.
Plant.
Oh, plant.
Put them in these pots.
Okay.
Now, do you like flowers? What's your favorite flower?
Oh, let's see. I can never think of it yet. I got one. I really like it.
You got one, you really like it, you can never think of the name of
I
it.
never think of what it is.
Okay. Well, not a problem. I need to move this out of the way. don't know if they can still see me when that happens. They probably can. But I feel like if I can't see them, they can't see me. I'm going to move this over in that chair over there. I'll be right back, people. Meema's still there with you. You know I'm the one that's always up walking around. That there. Okay. So this is the first plant. This is our soil. I wanted to do the cake first because I don't have to change my gloves to switch from cake to planting. But if I had done planting first, we'd have to change gloves. Okay, so last week in church, our church gave me this plant for Mother's Day. Now, as Paula Rhodes knows, I am death on plants. But somehow I was able to keep the plant from last year. In fact, I'm going to get it for you. Just as proof that I actually kept a plant for a whole year. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gotta be careful. Don't want to hit Meema in the head. She doesn't like that. Okay, so this is the plant that they gave us Mother's Day last year. And last year this plant was one sprig, probably this tall. And so it's a succulent of some sort. I looked it up, I just don't remember what it said it was. And it really said it requires a minimal amount of care. All I have to do is water it fairly infrequently. I have to let it get completely dry. And then as it gets a certain length, you break a piece off and just stick it back down in the dirt. So probably that's what I'll do today. I'll break that down and stick it back down in the dirt. But I've had this plant for a whole year, which is about a year longer than anything I've ever been able to keep. So this year, I guess they thought since I was able to keep this one plant, maybe I could keep this one. So they gave me this one, and my first thought was, well, that's another death warrant sign. But we're going to see. So a friend of mine told me that I needed to repot it right away because it's in such a tiny, tiny pot. So this is the first thing we're going to repot, Meema. So we're going to use this pot. It's just an extra one that I have around the house. Stick that down in there, and this is our dirt. We're going to scoop. So I want you to put this pot down in this bag of dirt and scoop out some dirt.
Scoop out some.
In this pot. I'm going to put the bag over there closer to you. Okay. Scoop out some dirt. Meema was born in the country, so farming is what she does. Dana says she wants some cake. She saw us make the cake in the jar, and now she wants some cake. You can have some, Dana. We'll make some for you. You getting it? We probably need a little bit more, but let's just see. So I'm going to take this out, and they say that when you repot a plant, you want to leave as much of the original dirt intact as you possibly can. So I'm just going to squeeze this on the sides. Okay, Meema, can you pull that up?
Pull the plant up.
Yes, pull it out of that thing. Pull it straight up.
Yeah, hold on there.
Down there. Hold the base of the plant. You're holding the planter.
Oh.
See where my hands are?
Mhm.
Put your hands there and just pull straight up. The plant.
I don't know.
That. Pull straight up. Up. Up is this way.
Okay.
There you go. Pull it up. There. Okay. Now see that? See all these roots? This plant has no place to go. So we're going to put it over here. We're going to give it a new home. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to scoop out some more dirt and put it over the top of this. So you can use that if you want. Go down in that bag of dirt. Down there.
I'm going there.
No, we're not taking dirt out, we're putting dirt in. Okay, in here. Just dump it. It doesn't matter if it falls on the ground. We're outside. The rain will get it.
No.
Yes.
This is good.
Uh-huh. Okay. We got some there.
No, another one. I got another.
We want some more because we want some more to over here. Right there. Ah, yes. Dump all that dirt in there. Okay, good. Okay, now I want you to take your hands. Ooh, something is biting me. This is why I don't come outside that often. Go around and gently press that dirt down. Gently. Okay. Good job. So, thanks to Meema, we got this replanted. So I'm going to sit it over here and I'm going to water it, and then I'm going to sit this over here too. I'm going to water both of them. I'm going to let them have a little bit of time outside, and then we're going to take them inside. Okay, that was that. Now we have to replant these. So let me move this stuff out of the way. This is going to be a little bit harder, but your job is going to be to hand me the plants when I'm ready for them. So I'm going to put these up here where you can get at them. These are my begonias. I don't know if you all can see them. My begonias. I got them this weekend. Got them yesterday. So I have a pot here that they're going to go in. And you're going to hand me the begonias. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
I think so.
So all you're going to have to do, each one of these is in like a little individual container. You're going to have to see the easiest way to get them out. You guys know I never practice any of this stuff ahead of time. So what you're going to do, you're going to pull that out. You're going to reach down kind of low. No, I don't think that's going to come out like that. Oh, okay. You can pull this apart. And then you can...
Well, it's true. What's your pull them apart?
See how I picked that up like that? Okay, hold this. Hold this. Don't let the dirt fall away from it. Okay, so apparently you all can still see me. So I'm not going to worry about what the screen is doing. But if you can't see me, it's Dana's fault. But she said you can see me. So I'm pulling weeds out of this pot. The one somebody who would know something. So, Monica, if you hear this and you know where DeMarcus Hazelwood is, please let me know. Okay, Meema, we're going to plant one more pot of plants, okay? And then we'll call it a night, and I'll do something else with the others. We do have to eat our cake, though.
Hmm?
We have to eat our cake.
Okay.
The cake that we put in the jars.
We have to eat our cake.
We have to eat our cake. Remember we put cake in jars? You don't remember putting the chocolate cake in the jar and then putting the chocolate icing on top of it?
We eat today.
Just a few minutes ago. You'll remember. I promise. Do you know the Star Spangled Banner?
Can you see?
Yes. Sing it.
Sure. Oh, see, can you see?
Oh, say, can you see?
And they go,
No.
By
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's less gleaming, who's brought stars and bright, who's brought, wait a minute, who's bright stars and stripes through the perilous light. Yes. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, that play ball. Oh, that. Oh, I know. What about the Negro National Anthem? Lift every voice and sing till out of heaven rings. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let us be. What?
Children,
No. Why would I?
I don't know why anybody would want to.
I mean, I understand why people did at one point.
I don't.
Well, many, many years ago, they didn't have a choice. They didn't have anything else they could eat. So they ate what they could eat. But now, since there are other options, well, I guess once you learn, once you,
I could see them to be limited. I mean, but they had. So why couldn't? Because they had the whole hog. Why couldn't they eat some of it?
they didn't have the whole hog. Chitlins came about because when slaves were working for their masters, the masters got the best parts of the hog, and they gave the slaves what was left over. So the guts, the intestines, the entrails. And so the slaves cooked and made something that they could eat.
That is.
That's that goose that I don't like. And I certainly hope it's not coming over here, because I would hate for the whole world to see me strangle you. But anyway, that's why they weren't eating chitlins because they wanted them. They were eating them because they didn't have anything else to eat. Okay, now I get it back then, but now when
They're expensive too.
I don't care if they were giving them away for free. I don't want any.
Oh, but they're paying me to.
This is good, everybody. I'm not going to eat my whole one. Because it's just... I'm not going to eat my whole cake today. I'm going to save mine. Because I'm not the one that weighs 95 pounds.
195. How much is it? Did I say 195?
Yes, you did.
No.
I wondered about
No
that.
wonder look at me like crazy.
Yes.
Probably 160.
No.
At least that much. I don't think I weigh that much.
You? No. You weigh 95 pounds. We've had this conversation before. You weigh 95 pounds.
What do you weigh?
I weigh about 140.
140? Why you weigh so much more than me?
Well, one of us stopped eating at one point. That would be you. Okay, so I think we're about at the point where we are ready to wind this down for the day. We're coming up on an hour. We usually go for about an hour. And I've got to clean up this patio because we've got dirt and cake all over it. But I just wanted you all to have an opportunity to see us eating our cake in a jar. It is awesome. We love it. I would highly recommend it. It makes it easy to tote around. And since I'm not going to finish mine, I just put the lid back on the jar and I'll stick it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to eat some more of it. Okay? So I hope you all enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed watching us make our cake. I hope you enjoyed watching us plant flowers. I hope you enjoyed listening to us sing songs and totally change words and tear up tunes. But, you know.
It's a beautiful day already.
Yes, and when you're 89, you can do that if you want to. Okay, everybody enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Have a wonderful week. Meema, say goodbye to the folk.
Goodbye to the folks.
Say goodbye to the folks. Have a good one.
Have a good time.